Pollution has always been a large factor playing into climate change. Factories that release various pollutants into the atmosphere, which affects the ozone layer, directly affects the overall temperature of the Earth. Climate change creates conditions including heat and stagnant air, which increase the risk of unhealthful ozone levels. Ground level ozone, often called smog, forms in the atmosphere when gases emitted from smokestacks and tailpipes mix in the air. Hotter weather and stagnant air create conditions that make ozone more likely to form. I found that on the American Lung Association, which was updated in 2020. While the ozone layer is fine to protect the Earth from the sun's harmful rays, it is not safe for breathing. So not only does pollution contribute to climate change is also making pollution worse. The picture on the left shows the East Coast and the densities of the smog and air pollution along the East Coast. And the most dense area you can see is New York, which is not surprising as it is a very large city. The cars we drive every day also release pollutants that affect the atmosphere. Similarly to factories' pollutants, cars produce them as well. These pollutants have created a hole in the ozone layer over time, which is what protects us from the sun's dangerous rays. Not only that, but it regulates the temperature on Earth. So, as a result, the cars that are producing pollutants as we drive them every day are increasing climate change as we go, because they're making that hole bigger and bigger, though slightly, every day. Now, since COVID-19 has started, and most of us have been staying inside and only going outside when necessary, scientists have begun to notice that the ozone layer is healing itself, which is really good for future generations that could prevent the climate change from being less intense for them and hopefully elongate the inevitable at this point. In the top corner, it is a map of the air pollution over in Europe, where Italy was struck very hard by COVID-19, and it shows a drastic decrease from what they were seeing last year or the year before that. That is all that I have on air pollution contributing to climate change, and now we'll send it to Michaela, who has more about deforestation and climate change.